Hi, welcome to Becoming Benny. My name is Russell and I'm back again with another Miss Malaika Pyramid video. Miss Malaika Pyramid is a review slash commentary video on the 2023 Miss Malaika Delegate, the Bloom season. This review is aimed at highlighting the delegates who are doing well, who has the it factor, who are bringing in all their effort to win the Miss Malaika crown. This week's episode was the big pitch, where the delegates were given tasks to come up with a marketing plan for enterprise insurance, the Bloom policy. This review is not going to be on the individual delegate, but as a group as they were paired for this episode. Metrics for analyzing this week's episode was content, creativity, beauty, style, confidence, presentation, and I was looking out for my queen factor as usual, the one who was exuding a queen energy for me. Before I hit it running, I would like to remind you guys that Miss Malaika Ghana is heavily dependent on public vote. So, no matter how well the delegates are doing in the competition, no matter how much the delegate is bringing their A game on, if they are not getting enough vote, they'll be evicted out of the competition. And this week, AJ was evicted. One of my favorite delegates was evicted. I'm kind of sad a bit. But we need to be voting for the delegate that we believe deserves to win the crown. The delegates who are bringing their A game on. The delegate who exudes the queen factor. We need to be voting for them. And I hope we are all voting for the delegates. Before I go to the pyramid to reveal which group did well in this episode, here are the honorable mention first. Second on my honorable mention list is Lottie and Namakai. They look good. After that one, I'll not take it away from them. But my only issue was with their presentation. They sounded a bit down. It was like they weren't too confident in the information that they were passing. And I don't know, but I didn't feel the chemistry between the two of them. They were a bit off and they didn't sound too sure of what they were saying, although they had good content and I liked some of the things that they were presenting, but I felt like their energy level was down and I didn't feel the synchronization between the two of them. I don't know if they had issues behind the scenes, but you can tell that they were not really gelling together. At number 1 on my honorable mention list is Bridgetta and Bevelyn. They had a good concept, thus including women in agriculture into the policy. That's good, I like it. However, I feel that they didn't do enough in-depth research on it to see whether it would be feasible to include women in agriculture to the policy. That was my only flaw I had with them. When it came to their presentation, I felt that their energy level was low, just like Lottie and Namakai. They weren't giving me enough energy. It felt like they were a bit timid in the space, and it also linked to their confidence as well. They weren't exuding enough confidence. They weren't owning the space. But I also noticed something about Bridgetta. Throughout the previous episode, I can tell that Bridgetta is one of the hardest working delegates. Although she may not be the most talented, the most skillful, she is one of the hardest working delegates. She will make sure that she works hard to get it right. She will make sure that she will try. She will make sure that she will try to feel than not to try at all. And you can tell that she is putting her all in this competition to win or to get far in the competition. However, for Bevelyn, I feel like she's a bit lackluster in the competition. I don't feel her presence that much. I easily forget her. When she comes on the screen, she doesn't own the screen. She doesn't exude enough star power for me. And although I think she's a beautiful girl and she speaks very well, but I think that she needs to be owning the screen. She needs to exude a lot of confidence so that when she comes on screen, she grabs our attention and holds it. That's the only thing I'm expecting from Bevelyn. That was the honorable mention list. Now let's go to the pyramid to see which delegates were giving us fire, to see which delegates were bringing that A game, and to see which group said that we are winning. Not just winning this task, but we are also going out with the crown as well. although one person will win the crown. Let's get into it. The base on the pyramid is Fortune and Reina. They were the first to present and they set the tone. I love their confidence, I love their content, and I love how in sync they were. They gave us a lot of energy, to be honest. They looked good, and also they were very clear. They spoke very well as well. However, they weren't giving me enough queen vibes. Like, it felt like they were regular people presenting. I wanted them to own the space so that we feel like, yes, this is a beauty queen. This is the Malaika queen presenting. But they didn't give us that vibe. I like both Reina and Fortune, and I would like them to go far in the competition. However, I feel like they are not really consistent for me. One week they come with the energy, the vibe, and the desire to win. The next week they are a little bit low. They are not really up there. But all in all, I like them, and I'm hoping that they get to the top 10. Next after the base is Betty and Pristine. I like their presentation. It was fun and bubbly. I like the synchronization between them. You could see that they really work as a team. I like their confidence. I like how they exuded their queenness. My only critique would be that I didn't get their content very well. I don't know if I missed something, but I felt like they had their own thing that they were trying to push. Bloom had a target audience. I felt like they picked a certain portion of the target audience just to focus on them, leaving the other group as well, because I felt it was a whole package, but I felt like they picked just one out of the package and they were working on it. So that's my only critique on their presentation. Next on the pyramid is Lady and Kimberly. I like how calm they were, how relaxed they were. However, I felt that they were a bit too relaxed because they were out of time and they exceeded the time that they were given. But they had a good content. They spoke well. They were really articulate. I got their message. What I didn't get was the connection of their presentation and how it would be able to sell the other packages as well. That link, I think it wasn't too clear for me as well. But aside that, I think they did very well. Next on the pyramid, almost getting to the top of the pyramid, is Now Ajoko and Farida. They also did well. They had good content. They came with a unique idea, and also I like how they were able to link it with Bloom as well, how they will be able to sell Bloom by promoting their concept. I like their presentation as well. I know my girl Najoko will always kill it for me. However, I felt that Farida was a bit down. Allow Najoko to lead, which is not bad by the way. But I felt that Najoko overshadowed her a bit because I felt that she wasn't owning the space because Farida has a big personality and I didn't feel that big personality in the room. Sitting on top of the pyramid is Nyaneba and Enyam. But before I say anything, I would like to ask, who in the production team decided to put the two English madam together? Like, that was a good pair, I felt, because they are both articulate. They both had a unique way of speaking. Now to their content, I felt like they had one of the best content over there. They were simple and nailed it. While most of the groups were creating new benefits to sell the policy, I felt that they were rather looking at, okay, what can we do to sell this policy, which has been in existence for 3 years? And they look at what the policy, they look at what they were doing and what they can do to improve them. And I think that's the smart way to go, because it's easier to know their flaws and build on it than to create something new that you don't know how well it would do in the market. Their presentation too was good. I like their energy. I like their synchronization. My only critique would be Nyaneba kept interrupting Enyam before she ended her speech. Enyam was speaking really fast. Although I wish she could have spoken a little bit slower, but they were working with time. She could get all their points across in time. So far, that's my only critique of this group, and I place them on top because I know for sure that this is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I would like to invite you to join my Miss Malaika chat room in the comment section below. I would like to know your favorite delegate, the delegate or the group that you think killed it this episode in the comment section below. Also, if you did enjoy this video, kindly leave a tip by liking, subscribing, and sharing it to your amazing friend as well. Thank you so much once again. There are so many content out there, but you chose to watch mine, and I really appreciate it. See you next time. Bye bye.